Hi, beautiful Pisces. Welcome to a new era. My name is Emma. Pisces, this is a little bit of a different reading. It's a timeless reading. And so whenever you catch this video, whenever you are drawn to watch it, is the time when you're supposed to see it. So it doesn't matter when I posted it. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what time. It's timeless. And I've asked specifically what your spirit team wants you to know, what your spirit guides are here to tell you that is important for you to know at this time, this moment in time. So let's see what we have for you, Pisces. I'm going to start with a couple of cards, and we're going to invite the angels from the angel deck as well. What do they want you to know in this moment in time? Five of Raphael is coming out, and then we have two of Raphael that sort of is, it's flipping out, but it doesn't fall on the table, so I'm going to put it back, which is all about, I can actually read it. Oops, almost knocked my tea over here. Two hearts dedicated to creating something wonderful. Kindred spirits, don't give up on those you love. It's coming out, but I'm putting it back. Let's see if they want to have it again. It's going to come out. Okay, what else do we have for Pisces, please? Okay. This is like a... Do you know the paper where... I don't know when one would use that, or like when you would ever see that, like maybe in a movie, or like for clues to solve something or whatever. It's like I see this that you've written down something, and if you sort of just look at the piece of paper, there's nothing there. It's like just a white piece of paper, but then you sort of hold it up to the sun and you can see that someone has written something, or like you just do the... I remember you could do like this when I was a kid. We had these papers or something which was gray, or it turned gray when you scratched it. You could scratch it, and just by the black starting to show, it created the letters spelling something out. There's something that's written in the unseen, the unknown, the more, if you hold it up to the sun, I mean, that's a message in itself. Like if we hold something up towards the light, it's going to become obvious what it says. Something's going to be, a story is going to become more clear. Something's going to become more clear as you hold it up towards the sun. Like then we can see what someone wrote. Or like if you wrote something on a piece of paper and underneath it was another piece of paper, and so it's like it's vaguely there. You really, really have to focus to see what it says. Or like I said, the scratching of the black to just really reveal that something's saying something. Like this might just be a side note, or just for one person, or just it's just coming through as this. There's something underneath, or there's like look for what's hidden, or look for what's underneath. It's going to spell out perfectly, like there's going to be, you're going to recognize something, or you're going to find something, or discover something, Pisces. It's almost like a little fun treasure hunt in a way. Okay, what else for Pisces, please? Let's see if that ties into anything else in the message, or if that was it for someone. What else do we have for Pisces? Sis, please. Jesus. It almost hit me. We have a new beginning here. A very, 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 very times 10 strong new beginning, because it almost knocked me over. Okay, we're starting with the Five of Raphael. The Five of Raphael, that's saying basically, you kissed a lot of frogs to get to your prince, so you kissed a lot of frogs to get to your princess. This is when someone has opened a lot of gifts. You see the gifts on the floor there. We've opened a lot of gifts, and they might have been valuable. They might have been educational, if you will. They might have been really expansive in terms of like growing your energy, growing your wisdom, just growth overall, just getting to understand yourself better. Life. You come across people, things, situations that you've lived with, worked on, have expanded in for a while, but it wasn't the thing. It wasn't that person. It wasn't, it was in the moment, because everything is in the moment when it is. Everything in the very present moment is the thing. But it has led you to this very place with, oh, okay, so now the journey has accumulated, like everything leading up to this moment. Oh, that's the reason for me meeting that person and what I learned through that person. Oh, that's the reason why I was working with that for a while. Now that makes complete sense because I've got that information from that period in my life. Like whatever this is like you've accumulated information, whether you liked the information and the expansion and growth or not. Like, let's just let that be. It has expanded you into this place where you're now ready to collect what you've grown into. Does that make sense? It's like, if we take relationship status, for instance, it doesn't have to be this. It can be work. It can be anything. That, if you've been with a couple of people through your lifetime, no matter what your age, you've been with a couple of people through your lifetime, even, really close friendships, really like those type of relationships that has moved you in some way. They have shifted you in some way. And so you spent a couple of energy times, a couple of space and time with this one person that made you ask for, okay, so now I understand that this is so important in my life. I understand now that I need more space in a relationship. And then you meet someone else and then you understand, oh, wait a minute, I just really, really understand now how important it is for me to be able to continue to follow my passion. I can't have someone that is not allowing me to follow my passion. Like whatever this is like you meet certain people only to discover more things about yourself and only to discover what's important for you. And that in turn, in its place, it's also expanding you and expanding you and expanding you to a place vibrationally where you're even in the vicinity of attracting then the very soul, the very package, the very gift of what you're seeking. You couldn't have met this person on the first day because you wouldn't even have understood what they meant for you. You might not even be able to receive them or understand the type of love or unconditional love. Like, you just wouldn't meet them on the first day because you needed to grow into a certain version of yourself to even greet them, to even invite them. Does that make sense? That can also go for like a job. Like on the first day at a hospital, you're not the surgeon, you're becoming a surgeon. You are just there to, does that make sense? There's a journey to the complicated, expanded, beautiful, like the awesome place where you now, like this is the moment you've been preparing yourself for. Be it in your career, in your job, in your health, even like to just claim the magician inside of you, or to claim the master inside of you. You don't well, we sort of land here as masters, but like to just master your mastery. You're now getting ready, you're preparing yourself for that final, it's not final, you know what I mean. I think you know what I mean. I'm going to read out. Everything happens for a reason. Release regret and embrace the opportunities for happiness. Search for the silver lining. So that's also telling me that it's like whatever has pointed you in this direction, we have a gift there with a bow around it. We have a gift there for you. Whatever have pointed you in that direction, it's not wrong. I mean, I for sure, like on a personal level, I would say, yeah, there's been some relationship that I could have questioned. Like, how on earth would I even end up in certain relationships? Don't I know better by now? Or like, but that's the wrong way of viewing it. And that's just putting guilt and, just a lot of negativity on yourself, rather than saying, oh, wait a minute, it must serve a purpose. It must serve a purpose to enter whatever you've entered into, and to then not be regretful for it, or not feel like guilt or have shame or anything like this went wrong, or this I shouldn't have spent, like, how, some people say that they wasted all this time on this person, or they wasted this time, like this, they spent 5 years in this career and it didn't lead or amount to anything. And it's like, it did so much so. And the moment you let go of the feeling of that was wrong, you're going to be in the right, if that makes sense. And you're going to be a match to what it is that you're now seeking. The only thing that's standing in your way, and this is truly what your spirit guides wants you to know. The only thing that stands in your way, if you feel like there's anything standing in your way for sort of a next level of a career, of a job, of a mindset, of a relationship, is to let go of what has happened in the past that has led you to this very point. Does that make sense? And I'm seeing let's bring the unseen into the scene. I'm seeing that again, like the letters being put like up into the light. I can't really tie it in there though, but it's showing up again. So it is interwoven somehow. It's there somehow for you to see that, like, anything that's been laying dormant or laying hidden or laying, like, take it up into the light, or like go for a treasure hunt here, and you'll understand it, why it serves a purpose, why that was supposed to be there, because the next step is that you're truly are stepping into a new beginning. That beginning almost hit me in my face. So there's something starting anew with something here. It's interesting because the 20 has come out for a lot of signs, which is the 2.0 version. It's the upgrade of yourself. It's the next level of yourself. I'm in the wrong books. It's a little bit tough to find it. 20. New beginnings, Pisces. You are being called to renew your dedication to your life purpose. Each day of your life has led you to this moment. Exactly. That's exactly what I've just said. Each day of your life has led you to this moment. I love how that ties in together. Now it's time to review your personal history and make changes that will take you in a different direction. Archangel Jeremiel, or however you want to pronounce it, can help you evaluate the past without harsh judgments. I mean, for the love of whoever, this is, just pointing out exactly what I just said. Archangel Jeremiel can help you evaluate the past without harsh judgments. Take up your new destination with joy and confidence. Situations where decisions must be made will work out positively for you. Academic examinations, tests, and legal settlements have favorable outcomes. Additional meanings of this card is answering a calling, finding your purpose, starting a new life, perfect clarity, unlimited opportunities. And so I find that this is just, you really are starting, like, you're just coming into your own, you're coming into yourself, and you're starting, it's almost like you're starting what you were always supposed to start. Like, it just has taken you a moment to get to this place. I hope that makes sense. Can we clarify this for Pisces, please? 5 is all about overcoming challenges, overcoming hurdles, obstacles, but it's also a great opportunity for change. And we have that there. The new beginning is here. Okay. There might be someone deception and envy. There might be someone that two things are coming through here. One is that there might be someone standing in your way. Like one, it can be a person, it can even be a situation, it can be a job situation, and that thing or person is sort of standing in your way of your new beginning. Or so you think. Or so you think. It's like because the other thing is that, okay, so Pisces, you need to take off the glasses. You need to take them off and see it clearly for what it is. It might, so it might be, and I don't know if is that the same thing, you know, I'm just saying the same thing twice. It's just because it's self-inflicted. But I would say that everything is self-inflicted. So okay, so it might be that you sit there and you say, if that person, if that thing, or if that, you know, just wouldn't be there, I would so be on my way in this new opportunity, in this new career, in this new life path, in this new purpose. I so would be on my way. But for that single person, you know, they're just making it such a, and it doesn't have to be, I mean, it's deception and envy, but it can also be that you feel like maybe you have children. So like yeah, you can't go on that new life path because, you know, you have a child or you have children to take care of, or you can't just leave your spouse, or you can't just, you know, you can't just up and go and do certain things. And so you feel like there's a certain situation or a certain person that's sort of standing in your way of this new beginning for you. But it can also be that you are using it. It's not necessarily self-sabotaging, but it's a safe way for you to not move forward. There might, you know, change is never easy. Change is just never easy because every cell in your being is trying to say, what are you doing? We can change. Like that's dangerous. It's difficult and it's dangerous. And we should just stay put, and we should just do whatever we're accustomed to do, feel familiar to do, or we have our comfort zone. That's our safety, you know? And that comes from a very primal place. And it's not, you're not doing anything wrong. And that's just your system defending its place so that you will put food on your table and just continue on to do survival things, you know? You just need to stay alive. And so you sort of almost need to talk to yourself, say, and if this is, you feel like this is a person that actually is out to get you, or like they're just trying to mess with you, they're manipulative, they just don't want you to move forward, that there's something in the way there that is just, you know, oh, if it wasn't for that person, things would be way easier. That's still your projection. That's what I mean. Like, am I just saying the same thing twice? Because even though they're there, and even though they might do their best job to just sort of not wanting to allow you to have your true happiness, which is them saying they can't allow them to have theirs, so they're having a projection onto you, is that if this is the case, it's still you. It's still your projection. There's still something, you need to take off your glasses and just get really real with yourself. There's something underneath. We need to put something into the light and see clearly what it says, because right now there's something that's a little bit hidden. We need to scratch it and see what comes out, you know? And if this is not a deceiving person, if this is just you feel like it's really tough to move forward, to just stay true to yourself. Just understand that every single thing has led you to this place. This very moment is exactly where you need to be. The people in your life is exactly who they need to be, and you're just really on the right path. If you could just put in your, like, this is what your spirit team really wants you to know. Nothing is in your way. No one is in your way. If you don't focus on the thing or the person you think or the people you think is in the way of you getting to where you want to be, and you start to like shift that focus, take your glasses off and just set a new intention to where you're going, because the next card out is positive movement forward, is that the illusion, the projection, the story that you created that someone or something is in the way of you will start to dissipate. It will start to disappear. Because we have positive movement forward. We have sailing off into the sunset or sailing off into the sunrise, however you want to see this. It's golden sail, it's a golden boat, like it's golden. It's a golden age. You're sailing off into it and it's gonna work out. You just need to work on that projection part of what it is that you think is in the way. And that's a part of becoming a master as well. That's you mastering your reality. We think that so much is in our way to not accomplish the things that we want to accomplish. We think that we're a victim under circumstances or a victim under people's thoughts or actions or whatever. And we're just not. It's just not the truth. You can make it your truth, but if you don't want that to be your truth anymore, shift the reality. Easier said than done sometimes, a little bit painful sometimes, a little bit scary sometimes. But we will have a positive outcome here. Probably the longest message out of all the signs. Do you have anything extra to add here from the angels, please? Is there anything final you want to say to Pisces? I don't know. Is someone playing with a cat or like something, or like there's a little bell? I see this little, it can even be the cat playing with a little bell that's like so funny to them. This little thingy that they're just playing with. Or is it just you holding like a little ting? It just has a little bell tingle, a tingle. It sounds. Then you really need to pay attention. Something extra here. You just got a color or something with a bell in for your cat? Or I'm not really seeing a dog. I think it's a cat. Okay, anything extra here, please? Look for a sign. I mean, the way that you are right now, Pisces, I don't think you have to look very hard. I mean, we have this thing, like take it up into the light so that you will see it more clearly. Look underneath, look for what's hidden, go on a treasure hunt, you know, get into the unknown, get into the maybe a little bit uncomfortable, and because the unknown tends to be uncomfortable because it's not known. Hence the word unknown. Look for a sign. I mean, this sign is the type of sign that sort of hits you in the head. That's what I said, like, it almost hit me in my face. This new beginning, this new course, this positive movement forward it's really in your face. You don't have to wonder what direction to go in. It really will show itself, but still, it's like you still need to be still enough, be present enough, be, listen to where you're being pointed. Listen to what direction to go in. And also listen to when your thoughts wander off into the ethers and you're right back into thinking someone's or something's in the way of you, to just really pay attention to when that happens so that you can like just instantaneously just stop it. This is your spirit guide, spirit team saying, we're on your side. We're sending you signals. We're sending you symbols. We're sending you synchronicities all the time. The signs are there to where to go. And if you pay attention closely, you won't even have to wonder, because it's almost like lightning just piercing right through you. Okay? I hope this is helpful, Pisces. it's steering you in the right direction, and that your spirit guides really are with you at this time, really showing you the way, okay? I want to say that I offer personal readings at this time, and if you're interested in one, please look in the description box and send me a message, and we'll take it from there. Thank you so much, guys. Bye.